Happy New Year, everybody.
What is up?
We're back.
I know we're back. It's Sunday night. Welcome to Sunday night. Or in the case of our good friend Zazel, it's Monday morning. Good morning, sir. How are you? I hope you are well. Funny story.
Great live stream last night, by the way.
There it is. Yeah. Zazel at the clubhouse had a live stream last night, and Andy logged in. And I caught it in the replay. It's like, oh, Wes is here. I'm like, I am? Where am I?
I have a confession, Zazel. It was me twice.
You're good that way, though. You can run multiple accounts at the same time. I have a hard time flipping between them. Who else is here? Sean's here. Hey, Sean. How are you doing? Happy New Year, sir. Nice to see you. Tonight. Let's get right to it. Let's go. What are we looking at tonight?
We're looking at stuff.
It's Back in Black series. This is our phase 4 of the Galaxy Collection retailer exclusives part 2. Left-handed Jedi. Hello, sir. How are you? Happy New Year. All is well. Josh is here as well. Good to see you, Josh. Everybody's trickling in. That's nice to see.
Awesome.
This week, it's an interesting one. We should probably have a little. Let's have a little pre-look chitty chat. First of all, there's not a lot of new this week. I mean, it's new and shiny packaging, but there isn't a ton of new. In fact, there's only one brand new fully new tooling on the list tonight. Oh, stuck at work. You'd be in the background. Oh, okay. All right. Boob window. You have one of those at work?
I don't think any of them have boob
windows. Nobody's got a boob window tonight.
Mind you. Are you aware of the actress underneath the armor?
Yeah, Emily Swallow.
Yes. Did you see her portrayal in Supernatural?
I did not, but Kim would be able to tell.
Very much sporting boob window adjacent in that.
Oh, sure.
She played God's sister, right? So.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah. Very much a fan of her.
So when it came down to yesterday afternoon, when I closed the voting around noon, I went and did the tally on. I did the tally on this week's count, and I sent it to the guys. And Hank, you had a very interesting response to that.
Yeah,
which you don't have to share.
No, it's fine. You all need your heads examined. And then I put my foot in my mouth because you both voted for the figure I was mocking.
I know. I'm like, well, 2 out of 3 of us voted for it. But that's okay.
Yeah, that's how we get by.
It does remind us, of course we don't need reminding, but it does remind the viewers that when it comes to these things, we do tend to vote with our hearts.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to lie.
I might be wrong about my reason for voting for the figure I voted for because when we get there, we'll get there. But I might be wrong about.
And as a strange change of things, I actually have a couple of these figures.
You do? Okay. So on a sheer technicality, when we're talking just figures, I have 1, 2, 3. I have all of them in some form, but not exactly this. Like I have. Well, we'll get to it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I have a bunch of phase 1 clones.
After the same fashion, I have 4 out of the 5.
Yeah. When you do the what's reused,
right,
you can sort of contrive it as to how many you have, and then it comes down at that point. It comes down to deco and then extras. And I think that actually plays a big role in tonight's winner, to be honest. Yeah. Josh says, I've got you on speaker. I thought boob window would be funny. Boob window.
Always funny.
Wait, can we do everybody seen Private Parts?
With Howard Stern?
Yeah.
Oh, where they put the microphone?
Put the speaker down on the floor.
Oh, no. Oh, Howard.
Or an adult show. We can do that, right?
Yep.
All right. I'm with you, Lefty. I also have versions of these.
I only pulled the exact one that I had, though. I left all the alternate because the alternates crop up, right?
Yeah, especially now that I've just decided to stop messing with my own brain and sanity. And as stuff comes up, if we've touched on it or not, we'll see it again. Which, who knows? Our opinions could change.
They could.
From 1st to 2nd to 14th times.
That new paint job really sets it off.
Hey, it's Shelf Life. What is good, everyone?
What's
Happy Sunday.
up?
Yeah,
Sunday and
happy
Happy New
Sunday to
Year.
you as well. Happy New Year. By the way, catching all your shorts, and they're pretty awesome. Thank you very much for doing that at the breakneck pace that you do. I don't know how you do it.
Uh-oh, Josh got in trouble for that.
What? You got blame? You got blame for the
Boob window?
buzz? Or the buzz?
Oh, the buzz.
That's okay. That's okay. Let's get to it. Let's talk about our. Oh, by the way, with the exception of our clone lieutenant, everything tonight is from the Mandalorian. So let's get that first odd one out of the way. We'll talk about the Walgreens exclusive clone lieutenant.
No specific lieutenant, just lieutenant.
No. So this figure wasn't really available as a single until now. So all of the other, like it reuses the 2015 body, as you can see there, but like the regular white guy was released, the sergeant was released, the captain was released, and they all have like different colored dots and stripes. We never got the blue one until now. So
blue would be a 501st, yeah?
No. So at this point, the 500, well, not necessarily, because they did it by rank.
Okay.
So color was a denotation of rank in Attack of the Clones. I don't think I'm sure they had organized themselves into like proper military units, but we didn't become aware of the 501st until
later.
Revenge of the Sith. Yeah. Nice. Sorry, I'm just looking at Josh's comment. My store manager is with me, and he's looking up the wanted list to see if any of them shop here. And since it's a small town, yeah, they do. The wanted list. That's nice. Call the sheriff. So, as this is a reuse, 100% reuse of the 2015 Clone Trooper body, you're either gonna like it or meh. Because
a little bit of blue paint doesn't do it for me this time.
Yeah, but you got a soft spot for clones, don't you?
I do. In fact, I have a friend of mine who's always on the hunt for stuff, has amassed a collection of things for me over the past several months, including he got me this figure loose. I think at a Value Village or a Talese or something. No guns, but I mean, I've got enough clone guns that I can outfit a clone army. That being said, the 2014 body, the biggest nitpick about it is it's not a ball head. It's just literally like a straight
swivel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I like the proportions of this figure, so I don't have a problem with this one. I still think that yes, it is an older mold, and this figure, that when I say figure, I mean clones in general, do get an update. They do get an update. They get a new body if they haven't already. I think we had a new one last week. So it's a little bit.
I think it's 2 completely reused figures for me out of 5. Because this is the 4th time we've had this identical figure with different paint on it, and I like all the paint schemes. They're fun.
If you want to get in numbers on a technicality, there was an exclusive multi-pack, and I think there was like 3 or 4 clones in it.
Right.
So this is actually like the
7th,
9th, 8th or 9th time. Yeah.
It's just not enough to score.
Yeah.
Beyond the rest of the cast this week. That's all.
And what's funny is last week we had a clone that like the new body, but also new castings of the rifles, of the accessories. This 100% the 2015 stuff.
They're not bendy though.
No, well, this particular set is relatively straight.
Yeah.
Lefty says, I'd never turn down a clone, but this one is nothing special. 2.5 repainted buckets out of 5.
Yeah, like getting him at Value Village is the optimum way to get this figure.
That's right.
I don't know an exclusive Walgreens figure is worth in 2020, but
I don't know. No, we're still $19.99. I did make a point on I didn't do that last week. I forgot.
God damn, we're time traveling.
Price wise.
Yeah.
What year is it?
2020. It's 2020 for the show. Figures are $19.99 US dollars.
Okay.
I didn't do that last week. We had some like deluxe stuff. I didn't put the price points down. I did make up for that. They are included in tonight. But if it's not listed, it's $19.99.
Now, Speaking of buckets, though,
Sure.
is that a new sculpted helmet though with the back fin?
No.
Okay,
No,
because
no,
like on the artwork there, it's a really prominent,
yeah.
mohawk fin, but front facing on the figure, it
Well,
doesn't
so the
stand
portrait
out
that
that
we
much.
use, that is a screen grab. That's actually from the clone. You look up the clone lieutenant on Google, it takes you to Wikipedia. That's Wikipedia.
Mm.
That's the image that you get. And the first thing I notice is that the coloring on the figure, if the coloring on the animation model is correct, then the coloring on the figure is wrong.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's more like a, I don't know.
It's like a
It's
turquoise, right?
it's somewhere in that, like there's definitely some green in that.
Seafoam blue.
I mean, I don't have a huge problem with it on the shelf next to all the other guys. It looks fine. But it is a 2015 figure, and so like you can only, soft spots aside, I can only give it so much. And so at this point, I'm with you. I think it's a 2, maybe a 2.5, but only because I love clones.
Yeah.
Andy, what do you think of the clone lieutenant?
He doesn't do anything for me. I'm going with 2 completely reused figures out of 5.
2 reuses out of 5. All right. That means we're going to move on to our next
TJC
one.
is in the house.
Before we do,
what's that? Oh my gosh, TJC! Happy New Year, sir. Happy New Year.
oh,
Thank you so much.
Gang's all here.
Everybody's rolling in all at the same time.
All we have to do is take a few months off, and people.
Did you guys like talk to each other before?
We were all talking to each other last night.
That's true. That is true. Good morning, Nate. How are you doing, sir? Nice to see you.
I guess that would be yesterday morning though for Verzazel and Nate.
Their stream?
Yeah.
It would have been it was our last night. It would have been their morning.
Yeah.
Yep. Where are we going? Well,
on to the next one.
The next one, I don't know.
This is the way.
I don't know how I feel about the whole thing, like, because this is where the anger starts, right? when it comes to the Mandalorian, this is where you start to get mad.
It looks like somebody punched him in the face.
Well,
hey yo, Adrian.
Yeah, like his nose looks like somebody mashed it.
And I don't know if like in hand it looks better than that. So I don't own this version because on principle, I refuse to buy every iteration of the Mandalorian for 1 or 2 accessories. I don't care. And I get the marketing. I get it. And the joke about, Pedro Pascal carrying the weight of Star Wars on his shoulders. Sure, which was true. But I mean, I don't think.
If anything, you should have the heads of the guys who actually play the character.
Of which Lateef Crowder did get FaceTime in a later season. Yeah, he did.
As a different character, yeah.
So what can I say about this? This Din Djarin does use the previous Din Djarin Beskar, which I think we looked at
a couple ways.
Was it last week or the week before?
I think it was the week before.
Was it the week before?
Well, whatever.
Was that also in a wedge box? It was never this Beskar look wasn't like the silver Beskar was never released in a red and black box, was it?
I don't believe it was. I'd have to go back and look.
I think this is the first Beskar look.
Well, it's definitely a 2020 figure. Yeah. So I haven't looked ahead. I know there's several more iterations of the Mandalorian, depending on which set of accessories you want.
Definitely.
But this one, I mean, yeah, he's got the Beskar. He's got the Mudhorn signet on his shoulder. We get the backpack or the jetpack this time, and then we get a couple of extra things in the way of the Beskar
credits,
ingots.
Yeah, ingots works.
Ingots, I guess, and then the fob, the tracking fob, which is kind of cool.
But I don't know, like even like Lefty says there, keep the mask
on.
Keep the
mask on.
Like I don't know, that mask, it looks puffy to me.
Well, so I said this when we talked about the Mandalorian before, and this one is no different. It suffers from proportionitis. Mm-hmm. Like the head on that, and I mean the helmeted head, which is actually a helmet. It's removable.
You sent those pictures over of the new version. I really feel like that head's way too big.
Well, the thing is, the Din Djarin, the unmasked head, It is a little bit big. If you look really
Has to
close, you
fit
can
over
actually
the derp in his nose like Charles Bronson in Death Wish there.
Is that who that is? That's who it looks like.
It looks like Charles Bronson in Death Wish.
You can see his chin poking out the bottom of the helmet, and from what I read,
this is
review-wise,
a single release from the same wave.
Yeah, with no unmasked head. It's just a helmet head.
But that helmet there looks a whole lot more angular than this one.
Yeah.
When you compare it to the actual live
Could
action.
be the lighting though too.
It could be.
It's just the helmet itself. It's crap compared to like other iterations, and the removable helmet does not improve on that in any way, shape, or form.
No.
I mean, all of the accessories are pretty cool. The Amp Impulse rifle, it's still got all the same crispy brown paint apps that it had before. It looks really nice. His IB-94 blaster, awesome. The tracking fob, I think, is a nice addition, as are the ingots. But
no Camtono.
I would have loved to have seen those with the Camtono that came with the client. That would have been a better offering.
Now you got to buy them both.
I know. And now you've got another terrible, and I know we talk about this all the time, the soft goods versus molded plastic and how it can be okay in certain circumstances. But I'm telling you,
to live with this because I don't own the cloth one, but I mean, you're not wrong.
Pulling that off to the side, which you can do, and then fitting the jetpack on,
looks great off to the side like that.
To me, it's one or the other. Even though you can technically fit the jetpack on and still keep the cape on, it just doesn't work.
Just because you can doesn't mean you should.
No, it doesn't. This one comes in at $34.99 US. It was a Target exclusive in the United States, or a Smith's exclusive in the United Kingdom. By the way, all of these were also a limited fan channel because we are COVID now. We're COVID, so Hasbro wanted to get that stuff out there.
That character looks like he's got COVID.
Now, I guess the other thing we should talk about, because this is our first deluxe Mandalorian release, is that this is Din Djarin and
at the time
the child.
unknown.
The child.
Number one?
Sorry, 05.
Oh, it's
Mandalorian 05.
05.
Yep. So there's our child. We can call him Grogu if you want to.
Yep.
Now, is that the same Grogu?
It is not.
This is just like a slug figure, yeah?
This is a 100% slug figure. The arm is molded in place. The head is molded in place. The only thing that's not in the picture is there's a stand that goes with the
clear
prime.
little whoosh effect.
Yeah. That face is Dinjaring.
Well
I think
sir.
You must be talking about Mando's.
Where's the
Hank,
girl?
do you have this? You have this version, don't you?
I do not.
The pram?
No, I have a different deluxe.
Yeah, with a different pram, the white one. The white one with the orange trim?
Yeah, so but that was just a deluxe, the child. It didn't come with Din Djarin.
So that's like the second or third version of the pram.
I paid $30 Canadian.
Because he goes through we talked about this before. He goes through, there's two prams that he goes through where two of them are exactly the same. It's just like he's
got a pack of cookies in there. I paid 25 of those dollars for that pack of cookies.
Now, but I have a question for you. I want to solo you for a second. Put that back up.
Yeah, man.
Because one of the issues with this particular one is that even though he's a slug figure, he's not molded in such a way that he can sit naturally in the pram. So how does that compare to the one that you have?
So let me just yank him out of here. So he's partially a slug figure.
But he's actually seated.
He's seated permanently. Both his arms move up and down.
That's good.
And he has a
very limited head twist.
I don't want to turn it too hard.
Okay, it does twist, but I don't feel like I want to push it anymore. And he's got the necklace is the other $5 I paid for it.
The Mythosaur pendant.
There's not a lot you can do. I mean, with a figure that big.
I know.
They really milked the shit out of that.
Oh, they so did.
Yeah.
Lefty has a thought. He says, "Am I the only one who's over Grogu? I love Mando in concept, but Grogu has hampered the show to me. Like, wouldn't he ever change that potato sack?
Not until he gets a
They only
Beskar
show him
potato
from the
sack.
front because there's a big green stain on the back of it.
I feel like Filoni and Favreau, they're pretty crafty guys, and I don't think that they are deaf when it comes to what the fan community is saying about that. And I do feel like there is a time and a place where we will see
the evolution of
I
mean, where he speaks his first words.
He's going to start talking in the movie. But all I have to say is the entire fandom better get ready for a live action Chopper in the live action One Piece show, because Grogu's going bye-bye for the cutest thing ever created.
Oh, really? Okay. Nate says, I just opened the retro collection Grogu 2 days ago. Cool. What's funny, talking about prams and Grogu, by the way, this one does not have, remember in the show that the lid just kind of, it opened, like scissor opened? Not so. It's just a piece that you lift off.
But this is the same one he gets eaten in, right?
Yeah, the Mama Core.
Yeah.
But then they rebuild that one.
Yeah.
And then he gets the white and blue one
later on.
Yeah.
Navarro.
Yeah. What's funny, and I've said this before, there's the 3 3/4 inch basic Star Wars figures on a white card.
Yeah.
What is that? Paddington Bear?
No, that's
One Piece.
Yeah. That's Tony Chopper.
Oh.
The other universe's Chopper.
Okay.
Might be the cutest thing ever.
Sorry, there's that white carded 3 3/4 inch basic set of figures, and it covers the sort of the entire sort of franchise with its character selections. But in there is a Grogu and Pram, and it's the white and blue Pram. And I'm telling you, the difference in scale between that Grogu and the Black Series Grogu is less than a millimeter. It completely works with a Black Series collection for what, $9?
Fraction of the price.
It's like $9 Canadian, I think. Yeah.
There's a vintage collection Grogu, and the size difference between this and that are nominal.
There's not enough to make a difference.
It's not half.
No, I don't know if I still have them in front. No, I moved them. I had both of them together at one point, and we looked at them, and it's
There's
like
not much difference.
You could put the 3 3/4 one in the Black Series, and people would be like, "Yep, that's what it is."
Yep.
You'd have no idea.
You'd
have no idea.
So I hope he's walking, like full on walking
instead of hopping.
And maybe give him maybe 6 inches on him. The thing is that, like, they're not going to DQ him too much, because that's the bread and butter there. That's going to pull all the ladies into the seats, if you will.
Yeah, but
you still got to admit
that
my mother knows who Baby Yoda is, and that's pretty. That's pretty impressive.
But they got a long way to go, because he's only 50, and he could go to 900, right? So,
I mean, what do you think the difference in size? Well, I mean, we can sort of extrapolate that between Grogu and Yoda.
Well, Yoda is a backpack.
It's all about
he is at least the size of the jetpack.
Yeah.
So in the High Republic, which is the comics anyway, set in the novel set 200 years before Phantom Menace.
Yeah.
So Yoda had a couple inches on him still.
Yeah, Yoda still
before he started shrinking down to
grown at 700. So
yeah, of course.
That's the question: is when
I just wondered if they do
At what age are they? Have they tipped out of adolescence? Like,
when is their prime?
When we were 21, we stopped growing. Essentially,
they've already sort of like blown out sort of like the expectation of how this is going to play out. But it's like you could have just as easily done the whole like for example in Dungeons and Dragons, like Dungeons and Dragons elves, will age from infancy to what we would consider like early adulthood at the same rate as a human being. But once they hit maturity, everything slows down.
Yeah.
Right.
They stay 30 for 200
years. Yeah, for hundreds of years. Why they didn't do that with Grogu, which is funny because in the Phantom Menace, they made an active, a conscious decision to let's make Yoda look younger by making that horror puppet.
Well, I mean,
with
people
more
talk
hair.
about like anthropology wise, like what a a sort of weak species humans are that we've come
Yeah.
so far because we
Yeah.
need to be protected until we're like 5, whereas every other animal is ready to fight at
They're
6
on their
months.
own. Yeah, that's right.
What about a species that that can't even do its own work after 50 years?
No.
This must be some secret
It
ass
can't.
planet,
It can barely form a single word.
right?
What do you mean horror puppet? Don't talk about Yaddle that way.
No, no, the Yoda puppet for well, maybe they reused it for Yaddle.
Maybe.
It was god awful. All right. There they are together. There's Din Djarin and the child together. There's the stand, of course. It's not black. It just there was a black.
It's clear.
That's one of the Hasbro publicity shots. So
That's the identical stand actually as the white pram, and I
I'm
believe
sure.
that's probably the identical pram, just painted different.
Is it? I don't know. You don't have the big thing sticking out the back of that, like that
The big
handle thing. I don't know what you call that.
Oh, is there a handle on it?
Not really. Just a piece that sticks out the back.
Oh yeah, I guess
Yeah, you don't have that.
they've shaved that off.
Yeah.
There is a lid to it in my part.
This pram is an older version. Needs the motor in the back.
I think mine's the one that Queel built.
Maybe. Oh, maybe. Yeah. All right. When it comes to Din Djarin and the child,
I'm not sure which version of the Beskar guy came first, so I think this is the exact same mold as the colored armor, if you will.
it's the same mold as the 2020 the 2020 single release.
Right. It's just a 2.5. Like it's a straight re-release. And
with
that
some new accessories.
The dead slug.
Yeah.
Is pretty awful. Yeah, it's not that great.
No.
Better is coming and shortly too. So
I'm not gonna
do that
lie.
soft goods,
I was pram nuts. This is what started my. I'm getting angry at stuff because it seemed like every time you turn around, another Mandalorian with new accessories.
Now covered in mud.
Different flight suit underneath his armor. Just
right.
It's blue this time. Now it's purple.
I know. So I just like wash my hands. I'm like, I've got one that I'm happy with, and I'll just leave it at that. Stupid. I hate that cape though, and the weird looking helmet. But now that head does not do it any favors either. So yeah, there are definitely better Mandalorians out there, even now, at this point in the line. If you have one of the single releases of this already, I don't know if the pram, because that's the big ticket thing here.
Mm-hmm. Is it enough?
Is it enough to make you spend the 35 US to get this?
Oh, this isn't even the full Beskar version yet, though, is it?
No, he's still got one.
He still hasn't
one
collected
mixed
all his
up.
bounties.
Yeah, nope.
But that glam shot there does kind of soften my position on the helmet.
Yeah,
but it could just be the lighting thing. So.
Well, also he's looking down, so you can't see the chin that's poking out the bottom.
So I was gonna go 2.5, but I will go 2 3/4.
Oh, you're being nice.
I am.
You're being nice. I'm with Hank. It's a 2.5. I can't give it any more because this is where my rage for the line begins, and I will hold fast to that.
I mean, we're about to get 55 Mandalorian.
I know. It's like every time you time you turn around,
he's covered in ice.
Yeah,
now he comes with a spider.
Now, so the ice thing, the spider, I would have. Now I'm talking up my ass. If they'd just given me a single Grogu with every accessory that's ever been done, that's Mandalorian related,
sure,
I might have bought that.
The Mandalorian accessory pack.
Seriously.
I mean,
they do it over
swappable heads is and they're not very big, like eyes closed, using the Force, that sort of thing. Sleeping.
Yeah.
Make a big difference.
All right, our next one. It is a newer mold. Hank, you're gonna like this one. It is Mandalorian number 9. It is our Remnant Stormtrooper. This one a Target exclusive. There he is.
And oh my God, there's actually some deco on the back of the figure.
Well,
that's not a lot.
That one leg has got.
It's got something.
Yeah.
There
he is, though. He is built on the new trooper body.
He's looking away as he shoots the armor in the head. I didn't pull her. I would have had her set up.
Oh, that's funny.
So the reason I voted for this, I mean, first of all, I love the idea of a remnant. I'm getting some weird depth on that arm. Then I'll stop that. I think this is the first time we've had this new Stormtrooper sculpt. Correct me if I'm wrong.
No, it's this is the second time, I think.
Is it the second time?
Yeah, yeah.
Because the first time was just a straight
Clean.
Stormtrooper.
Yeah, clean guy. Yeah.
In the red and box, in the red and black box.
Don't quote me on that. I'll have to find it.
Okay, because I voted so high for this because I thought this was the first
The
time
first
this was
time.
a new body. Because there's so much that's so much better than the other Stormtroopers. And now, like you're a clone simp, I'm a
Yeah.
trooper simp.
Yeah.
And the floating pauldrons finally to get that full.
I will say that
You know,
that arguably is probably one of the best innovations in the line, and not
the
just for
double
Stormtroopers,
jointed elbow, so he can actually carry that weapon naturally. You know,
but according to what my research, it's only a single joint, but it's got more than 90.
it's got way more than 90. Yeah,
Because the original had the double jointed arms and the double jointed legs.
it still slightly suffers from that the problem with the thigh cut, so
Yeah.
getting him in a seated position. But
Was no swivel there, right?
yeah, but he's got a really nice crunch. He's got a really nice head bob and tilt.
Yeah.
I think he's got butterfly shoulders.
I think it's
He definitely
universally
has
accepted
butterflies.
that even though they went down to a single
Pinless knees.
Yeah. Going to a single elbow isn't a big deal when everything else about the articulation is such an improvement over the original.
And you still have a full range of motion, especially for that classic sort of gripping the pistol thing.
Yeah.
And the helmet mold is light years compared to the other helmet mold too, especially when you line all the old Stormtroopers up, and you almost get with the movie thing where the helmets are all slightly different.
Yeah, they're all you do.
And then you get the Luke helmet, you get the Han helmet,
yeah, which are oversized,
right? And so this is actually, and I love the idea that Stormtroopers kicking around, working for, like a mercenary now after the Empire's fallen. That's a 4 out of 5 for me. I pose them forward, especially when I do action photography. So I would have liked to see some of that like pitting and stuff on the back, but maybe real heroes don't have scars on their
I
back.
don't know. I mean, the biggest complaint that I have on this one is the one that I have about and every modern Stormtrooper is like, where's the holster? But I looked. That is show accurate. None of them had holsters in that season, that first season.
Cheaping out.
Yeah. Well, they hired the 501st. So you know what happened? It's either everybody has them or nobody has them.
Right.
So some guy showed up. I don't have a holster. Okay, everybody take your holsters off.
Yep.
That's what happened. I'll tell you what else I like about this one is that this figure showed up readily available at Winners like over a year, 2 years later.
Yep.
And there were lots of them. So like
about 40 of them.
What's what I mean? Like the thing I like about that is that if you wanted to do that, if you're into dios, you could redo that scene where they're walking into town and all the Stormtrooper heads on a pike, right? You could do tons of those.
I made one of those.
Oh, you did? Oh, nice.
Out of like a candy dispenser.
Oh, geez.
Oh, that's cool. That's
awesome.
very cool.
And just like, I didn't weather them much on the back.
Yeah.
A few cool cracks.
That looks
Lauren
cool.
did one with a split right down the face.
Oh, that's
it's yet to be weathered though.
Very cool.
Yeah, I mean, I really like the idea that the Empire had fallen and that this sort of look still exists. It takes that, like I've been on Tatooine my whole career to a whole new level. This is my armor after I've been on Tatooine for 30 years.
We've had weathered Stormtroopers before. All the Sand Troopers had variations of the same weathering. This is different though. The Mud Trooper had weathering.
Mm-hmm.
What makes this different though, this isn't supposed to be dirt. There is dirt on him. That's the brown tones.
Yeah, but these are like paint
They're
scratches.
chips,
Yeah.
like chips out of
Yeah.
the armor. That's cool.
Yeah.
And I think the effect is
Pardon me.
actually is pretty good.
Makes you wonder what he was using his head for, because he's got a lot of chipping going on up there. Just headbutting his way through Tatooine.
He was the lowest rank.
It's the idea that like thousands of citizens were throwing objects at them.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Sorry, boys.
Aim for the head.
Got a thing going on.
Hank, you're coming in at a 4.
Yeah, he's beauty.
Andy, what do you think of the Remnant Stormtrooper?
I dig him. 3.5.
3.5. I am a big fan of the new body. I like the new proportions. They're pretty cool. I actually like that this guy doesn't have, like, one of the things with the new body is it's got that like really super shiny plastic like the First Order troopers had. This one dulls that down a little bit, which I think does favors for us.
It's not as brittle. The legs aren't derpy.
Yeah, they don't have the below the knee. Wow, Josh coming in with his heart here too.
Oh,
just a 2. Damn you, Stormtrooper! You don't deserve more.
But luckily, he won't be able to shoot at you and hit you, so you can vote whatever you like.
I don't know. I think he's pretty good. I mean, the shoulder thing is like light years ahead of what we had before, and that's very cool.
Touch.
Yeah, and I mean that's something that we see going forward in all figures that have weird shoulder things that get in the way. They kind of incorporate that into a lot of them. Man, it's hard to be hard on this one. It's just a stormtrooper, but it's a good stormtrooper.
Yeah.
I think he's probably a 3.5. Maybe he's a 4 too. Maybe he's a 4. Maybe.
Look at that wrist. This is a mandatory wrist, man. As far as action figures go, he's like, he's sort of the one I pick up the most to take pictures of.
That one.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. All right, sticking with our Mandalorian theme because that's what we're doing tonight.
It's weird too that we went from 5 to 9, and did we?
I know.
Cover,
no, we didn't. But that's the thing. That's the thing. The way that this is how it goes, right?
It gets
when
really
we get to
muddy.
when we get to like the regular waves, we'll start filling in the holes,
right?
And that's because. So the way that I did it, that's what I was saying when we got to the Galaxy collection. It's like these are going to look really weird because the way we cover them. We do them in a specific order that isn't necessarily the release order.
Right.
We're looking at the Pulse exclusive Armorer. This one does not have a number. Sorry, does she have a number? No, she doesn't have a number.
No, she was in that crazy weird package.
That's right. She's in the same as the Favreau-Lorian box. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
She's $29.99 US. And when you compare this figure to the single release that's coming later, it's questionable whether all of that is worth it. I will say right off the hop that this figure is better than the single release, though.
Just the fur alone.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I have enough of imagination or Photoshop skills that I could either imagine the ends of the things glowing or have them painted glowing. I find it like it's kind of silly when they do the weapon twice with 2 different colorings on it. Like,
well,
either give me the glowing version because
I was
this
looking
is her,
at that.
If you look at glowing thing,
they're actually it's 2 different hammers and it's 2 different sets of tongs.
I think she's got like metal dripping off the.
Is it though? Because I've seen if you look at the photo, the box art, that flange is on the hammer.
Oh, is it really?
So I don't know if that's a mistake on the artist's part, but it's almost like there are 2 different hammers. Because I thought the same thing, that it might be molten slag.
But
it's the back of the hammer.
Wow.
Yeah.
There you go. It's like a 9-iron.
Yeah. So this is our only fully new tooled figure of the week. There's no reuse here. It's all brand new.
Right. And she comes out well before the other version.
Yeah.
And why not put the fur on the other version?
I just thought it
for another
no
day.
brainer. Yeah.
Because that's my biggest complaint, that thing just keeps falling off.
Yeah, but it pins on. It must use the same attachment points as this.
Yeah, it's a little peg in the back of the between the low between the shoulder blades. So.
Yeah. I bet you this is probably glued to those, and then they're glued into the figure.
Yeah.
But honestly, like, you could go and get, not that you should have to, but, like, if
No.
that's the case, you could take those pegs, cut them off, go and get a piece of, like, go to Fabricland, get some, like, faux fur, and you could do this and retrofit your standard release if you wanted to.
Is that thing in the middle meant to be a spark or a
So
mutated
that is
daisy?
it's hard to see it. It depends. If you're watching on a phone, you're never gonna see this. Maybe
Yeah.
you will if you're watching on your TV, but if you look at the hammer, the glowing hammer, that end, there's a hole there, and
Okay.
that spark thing has a peg, and it's meant to be
A
like
strike.
a spark effect.
Okay.
And I've got a shot of that. Where is it here? Is it here? There we go. There we go. Now, the helmet accessory itself, this is interesting. It appears to be reused from the Mandalorian figure we just looked at.
Okay.
Only this one is molded in translucent plastic, and it's oversprayed.
It's empty?
Yeah, it's hollow.
Oh, so you could.
Yep.
So that's weird to me because we saw her working on the chest plate.
I know.
We
I
saw her
know.
working on Grogu's chainmail.
Yeah.
Never
yeah.
seen her working on a helmet.
Never saw her working on a helmet. I know. She's got that weird looking skirt, but we had a conversation about this.
You did. I was wrong.
Yeah.
I put, well, look at this crap.
Yeah. But I'm like, you just push through. It will.
Yeah.
It doesn't impede her articulation. It's slit quite high on both sides.
It is. I'd still like to see that be much more supple material, but
Me
we're
too.
getting there.
Me too.
We're getting there with figures. So
it's not going to get any better as that figure sits on my shelf getting older. It's only going to get worse with age, but right now it's supple enough that it's okay. And I do like there's a metallic sheen in her breastplate, which I really, really like.
yeah,
Like it looks real. It looks metallic.
Yeah, as it should.
Yeah. Not gonna lie, this is the figure I voted for this week.
Me too.
Yeah.
I quite like her. She's got all the articulation that you would expect.
Just the fur alone, that's a 3.5 for me.
Yeah.
I don't think that you need all that other extra stuff for $10.
I'll tell you. So apparently this was supposed to be a San Diego exclusive, but because of COVID, it got pushed to Pulse and the fan channel so they could get some distribution on it. I think, and reading some of the reviews, I don't feel like, because honestly, let's be realistic about this. You know how many accessories are displayed with mine?
A couple.
One.
Yeah.
The non-glowing hammer. She's holding that.
Right.
That's it. Everything else is in a bag.
My
in
single
my
release, I have both weapons in weapons or tools in her hands, and they're crossed.
That's cool.
Like, so that
replicating that one scene, right?
I agree with some of the stuff that I read. Some other people's thoughts about this figure as a deluxe and as an exclusive. You know what would have been cool is let's add a piece of the forge. Give me the forge.
Well, they did it in the vintage collection, right?
Whacking the something to put the helmet on.
A workbench.
An anvil.
A workbench.
Yeah, like a dais. Yeah.
Yeah.
Piece of board.
She is like I said, she is the only fully tooled new tooling this week. And for that, she did get my vote. I don't think she's a perfect figure by any means. She's not. But I do think she's a 4.
She's a 4 for me.
She's 4 for you as well?
Yep. This is one of the ones I actually do have. So.
You do have. Oh, do you have this one?
This version.
Yeah, me too. All right, where are we going next? We're going. Oh man, this is going to be an interesting one. An interesting conversation. Well, we're going to go back to Endor, maybe. This is our Amazon exclusive Scout Trooper speeder bike and the child. And so breaking it down. Oh, wait a second. What do we got? We got Lefty coming in with a 2 because I enjoy the fur. That's fair. Yeah. That's fair. We all have our likes, and I respect everybody for that. Mm-hmm. What we've got is the Scout Trooper. This is a straight up reuse of the 2014
Scout Trooper.
2014 Scout. Scout Trooper reuses the 2014 body and blaster accessory, but it adds a yellowed wash while omitting helmet details that were previously painted. as you can see that the 3 stripes are no longer
I
painted.
mean, technically, this is you should be able to pull the helmet off, and it's Jason Sudeikis, right?
It was 2 of them. It was 2 guys.
Yeah, there
Who was the
another
other guy? Yeah, I don't remember who they were.
This is the guy with him in the pouch. I think was Sudeikis, but I don't know if this does it enough for me. But I'll tell you one thing that really makes me angry right now while we're on
What's
the
that?
subject.
What's
that
that?
this is $10 cheaper than that armorer. That should infuriate people.
Oh, yeah, it should
You
be.
get a
It
vehicle.
should be.
Get a
Yeah,
speeder bike.
How much was she? What do we have?
$29.99 US.
29. Yeah, so it's $10 less.
That's effing crazy.
Which is funny because remember we did the speeder bike before, and all of its iterations, it was a $15 value.
And I'm still butthurt that I don't own the speeder bike. So
I know. What's interesting is this one comes with, I don't even know what that is. It's described as the piece of junk that they were shooting at in the show that they couldn't hit.
Okay. It's pretty clean.
Yeah. But that's what it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be the piece of junk. So where this figure is concerned, it has all of the flaws that it had the last, 3 times that we looked at it, but it also has all of the same successes. And I know that it's 2020, but I will say this, reissuing the speeder bike, albeit in a different color, it makes sense to reuse this figure in a way because this figure was already made, that odd splay to the legs was made specifically to fit on the bike. And so there's no issues with it sitting on the bike. So even though it's an older figure, I'm okay with it. It's not great, but it's perfectly serviceable. Lefty says, this was an important figure to my Black Series collecting. Return of the Jedi is my favorite, so getting a speeder bike locked me into collecting. That's cool. I love the speeder bike.
It's a slightly different paint job than the...
It's significantly different.
Down version.
It's the exact same mold, but it's painted white.
Right, yeah.
Instead of the brown that we saw on Endor.
So there's a few things you could have done to make me more happy about this figure because I'm giving this a 2.
The whole pack?
Yeah, I mean, I'm never going to rate that speeder bike high until I have one of my
until you own one.
Then it's a 5. So why is there no pitting on him when we know that they can do some pretty cool chipping?
I know.
That would have gone a long way because that is a remnant biker scout.
That's true.
Right?
That is absolutely
so let's
true.
Have some little homogeny across the line, fellas.
And that just didn't come across.
Tell me about this Grogu slug that we've got. Because I bet it's another piece of crap.
So we'll get there. I just want to close out the speeder bike thing because the speeder bike, it's magnificent. That is the crown jewel.
And it's
of
practically
the set,
free for everybody but me.
I know. It is a redeco of the 2014 speeder bike. The white color is show accurate. If you go back and look, they were riding white bikes, and it uses the same air cushion stand that came with the speeder bike from the Heroes of Endor set. That being said, that is my biggest complaint. I know that it gives a nice little visual effect that actually has no basis in the show because they didn't do that.
No.
But it looks nicer on the shelf. But practically speaking, I still prefer the original three-armed ball jointed stand that came with the original because now I can position my speeder bike at 3 different heights.
Yeah, that's really
I love
nice.
that.
Yeah.
Okay. They say it's the child when really what you're getting is a head that is literally pegged onto a bag.
Oh my.
There's no body. It's just a head. Now, the saving grace is that even with the head in the bag flap does close. So as a bag, it's usable maybe with another figure if you wanted it to.
Indiana Jones and the bag of Grogu.
And it does drape rather naturally over the biker scout. But it's a head in a bag. That's so bad.
Oh man.
It's so bad.
Like how are you supposed to feel about something where you're going like that vehicle's a 5? That Grogu is a -3. And that figure was a 4 7 years ago.
Yeah. How do you
I really don't know how to feel about this package.
How do you average that
Except
out?
that I would have bought 3 of them if I saw them for $20.
Yeah, exactly. I would have done the same thing. No, hands down. man.
I'll give the whole thing a 3 because apparently I secretly love it because I mean I want it real bad. There's just so much not to like about it, but at that price point, that's absolutely ridiculous. The
I don't
armorer should go
remember
rethink her life.
I don't remember what we were paying for the whole thing, the speeder bike and biker scout in 2014. I don't remember what we were paying. $25 maybe?
I think so.
So we might have been paying more.
How is this cheaper?
I don't know. I don't know.
Bezos.
Maybe that was the deal because it was an Amazon exclusive.
Mm.
See,
Well,
for
they just
me,
make 40 billion of them.
I'm actually gonna use your logic here. I'm gonna start at a 5
Yeah.
because the bike 5.
Easy.
Okay, then I'm gonna deduct one because I don't like the stand. Then I'm gonna deduct another one because the bag is kind of shitty. But I'll give you a half a point back when you close the flap. So now I'm at what?
Okay.
3.5?
3.5.
3.5. But that figure, you've literally replaced. You've given me a wash over the whole figure and taken away the helmet detailing. I'm going to deduct a point for that.
Yeah.
And it's a 2014 mold.
Right.
I just want more.
Right.
So where am I at? 2.5?
2.5.
2.5.
Yeah, 2.5. That's the best I can do. Sorry. I had this a few years and it's still one of my favorites.
I mean, I don't blame you.
I love them. I love
I
this
don't blame
bikes.
you. I mean, it looks great sitting on the thing.
I got a third one loose from a friend of mine not too long ago. And I'm like, I'll take as many as you have.
Yeah.
Andy, what do you think of the speeder bike, scout trooper, and the child head in a bag?
I'm gonna give it a solid 3.
3.
3.
My gosh, you are the most forgiving person of the group tonight. Oh, wow. Hard to believe, but that is our exclusives for this week. That being said, we should turn our attention towards the Jack Porkins Medal of Badassery. By the way, notice the difference? Notice the difference? I thought, and I should have done this last week. That's the Mandalorian box color. That's the New Hope box color.
Oh.
Porkins is a New Hope character.
That makes
There
sense.
you go.
All right. The Jack Porkins Medal of Badassery is awarded to the best overall figure of each episode. Tough one this week. The inscription reads, non mentum lorem, or no chin strap, because like the Duke John Wayne, Porkins knew chin straps are for sissies. I wonder if I need to rewrite that. Are we being too hard on him?
Nah.
Are we being too hard on Porkins?
No, we need a Porkins
We're
figure.
being too nice to John Wayne, I think.
I'm telling you, I had a thought when I was doing this week. The minute we get a Jack Porkins figure, it's winning the medal.
Yeah.
Oh,
Jack Porkins wins the Jack Porkins
it would be,
medal.
it would be really funny if we didn't get a Jack Porkins until we were at the finals, and that week they released that figure, and he won the whole competition.
The whole thing.
The buttons on his flight suit actually work.
Yeah. The chin strap is undone.
Yep.
It has to be. They got to give me that helmet, but give me the chin strap is undone.
Loose, right?
Yeah.
And soft goods so that it flows.
All right. This week, 3 figures got votes this week. 3 of them got votes. I don't know if this is going to be a surprise to anybody.
We've been pretty vocal about
Yeah.
Yeah.
Congratulations to the armor with your metallic finish, premium soft goods, and arsenal of forging accessories. You have proven that this is the way. There she is, the armor. Oh, we were talking earlier this week about
No speeder bike.
well, I guess the whole State of the Union. I guess for you, Hank, it would be the state of collecting.
Oh yes.
We were talking about the state of collecting, and you had said something about potentially purging some of your Black Series, which is fine. But what caught me was what you said your exceptions were. Right. Can you recount what you said the exceptions were?
Yeah, my original trilogy figures.
Yeah.
And my Rebels figures.
Ironically enough, next week is the Rebels wave.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. So that's going to be, like
Disney could probably shoot a puppy in front of me and I'd be like, oh, that's horrible. Rebels was awesome.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. So everything in this wave we've seen before except for one.
Is this the updated Sabine Wren, or is it still derpy as hell?
No,
this is a much better Sabine Wren.
Yeah.
I do not own the Sabine Wren.
No, neither do I, which is why the helmet stays on.
We finally got Zeb.
I managed to track down all of the figures in their original releases except for Zeb because he didn't get one.
Yeah.
And when Zeb finally did get released, he was the hottest thing at the time, and it was very like touch and go. Like, I don't know if I'm going to get one. It was very difficult to find, at least
I
where I
have
am.
the Ezra, the Hera, and the Zeb from this line. All the others are the original line.
Yeah, same with so all mine are original except for Zeb.
I think we got some better face prints on the
Everybody
Hera.
got face print. Yeah, yeah. Everybody got face print except for Sabine, who got them crazy. Just put the helmet on. Put the helmet
Yeah.
on.
But at least this is 1 through 7. Like, you think they've settled down, right?
Yeah.
Well,
Well, that's the thing. You do an entire wave that's all one property. You can do that. And it's such a we've talked about this before. I'm going to ask it again. Cuz there are a few like ancillary characters. Now we're getting one. We're getting one. But who would you, if you had to, who do you add to this line, like to the Rebels sub?
We could keep
sub
going
line?
now.
I know.
So you asked a Rebels fan what he would do to this line. Agent Callus.
That's my number one.
Right?
Yes.
Sato.
Jun Sato. Yeah.
A young Wedge Antilles in the training flight in the TIE fighter suit.
Yeah.
I'm going to get the proper Ezra soon, but I would have liked to see nothing against Amon Esfandi, but I would like to see this version of Ezra growing up.
Yeah.
I would like to see a blind Kanan Jarrus. I'd like to see a Kanan Jarrus with the mask on before, like after he loses his sight. So I'd like to see a Kanan Jarrus with multiple heads.
So there is an accessory. There's a pack out there that comes with the Temple Guardian helmet.
Yes.
And I'm pretty sure
we could modify that.
That it could.
I'd like to see that shaved head with the eyes blinded out.
Yeah.
Maybe when he gets cold, you can see his eyes just before he dies.
What about crazy old man Maul?
Old Master.
Yeah.
Old Master.
Chopper's droid buddy, played by the guy from Flight of the Conchords, L7.
Oh, yeah.
That guy.
Yeah.
Gunji. I could go. I could go. There could be 100 Rebels figures, easy.
There's a we saw this in the
Cham Syndulla.
Cham Syndulla is another one. There's a Vader that's like a Macquarie homage Vader, but it's in like weird colors. I'm like, why didn't they just paint that black and release it as Rebels Vader?
Give me there are 3 Inquisitors that they've already done from the Rebels line, but give them to me like
so
the Rebels style.
That's the one that's coming. Is the one that
Grand Inquisitor?
No.
The sister?
Yes, the one that Mrs. Kanan
she's
played.
rebelized, so you take her mask off and she's
yeah. Mrs. Kanan's figure is coming.
Yeah.
Buffy. What's her name? Sarah Michelle Gellar.
Michelle Gellar, yeah.
The Inquisitor that she played is coming. She's in the pipeline. We've seen photos of that already.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah, you're right.
But yeah, Callus, my number one. I will take every Inquisitor ever made or unnamed. I take them all.
Zeb's people, the two elderly people that they find.
Yeah.
I could get like, you could pull the brakes after Rebels, and I could die happy. You know what I mean?
It's so hard to decide. Like, I would like to know what the decision-making process looks like when it comes to prioritizing what's next. Who's going to get it? How do you decide one over another? Because the people that are working on this, they're like us, right? They want everything too, right?
Right.
I don't want to be the boss that has to say no.
I mean, you know what? I could see you sitting at like in a room around there going, okay, Callus. Well, what Callus? Is it Agent Callus?
No, we got enough Imperials. I want him in his
defector. Do you want
with the
Traitor Callus? Do you want full Rebel Callus?
Yeah, that's what I want.
So I get it, and I'll take all 3.
I know. I only had to have one. It's Rebel Callus.
Yeah. All Ezra at the Academy with his whole squad.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's it for this week's Back in Black series. Look for the preview post coming up on our social media sometime in the next. I keep saying I'll have it up within the next day, and then stuff happens and I'm like, oh shit, I'm late. But props to you guys that even when it's late, find it and vote. So you guys keep this thing moving. So I'm very happy that for that. So thank you very much. But yeah, Rebels next week. Like I said, we've seen everything but Zeb, which is probably where my vote's going. But I may change that as I put the slides together and start looking at what other people are saying and really what's going on there.
Yeah.
But that's it for Back in Black series. Anybody got anything you want to chitty chat about before we wrap it up?
Be there Tuesday for our random trivia.
Yes, Tuesday night. It is a full random fandom trivia show.
Nice.
We're gonna test your knowledge,
including mine, because I have no advanced warning about any of the questions. So I'll be screwing it up just like everybody else.
That's very cool.
Or I'll be the only one screwing it up. Who knows? Hopefully we'll see you then. If not, we'll be back here on Sunday. Can I do this? Should I do this?
I don't know.
Should I give the preview? We talked about it on last week.
Yep.
Yes.
And the link is in the show.
We did, yeah. So do we want to show the folks?
It's a thing.
The preview thing?
We can.
We can do that. Let me do that. Let me put up. Let me do it this way. I'll do it through our socials because that's probably the easiest way to do it. While I go to our. By the way, just for those of you who don't know, and I'm sure by now you've all heard, we've launched a new YouTube channel.
Mm-hmm.
That being said, it is called Midlife Quest, and on Midlife Quest, we are doing all things role-playing games, which we've been talking about for quite some time. Let me just do a screen share here, and we can talk about that. That's what I want. There we go. Let's put that up there. Get in the show. There we go. It's Midlife Quest. There it is on Facebook. And we are in the early preliminary stages of working out our very first.
We got 11Z followers.
I know, 11Zs.
That's pretty cool.
It's very exciting. And so we are working out our first adventure. And I am proud to say that yesterday afternoon, I completed our first adventure. It should come as no surprise that I am both a Dungeons and Dragons and a Rush fan.
You're going to see Rush this year.
That's true. I am. It's 2026.
Mm-hmm.
I can't think of a better way to celebrate that than by combining the two. That being said, Midlife Quest's first adventure will be an original Dungeons and Dragons adventure adapted from the 1987 Rush studio album Hold Your Fire. And here is a preview of what we're going to be doing. It is Force 10. That is the first song on Hold Your Fire. And as you can see, it is the first of a 10-part campaign that will take all of our players up to 10th level. The query on the back of the book says, "The wind knows your weakness. In the frozen shadow of the spine of the world, the remote settlement of Oak Haven is being swallowed by the gale of doubt. A supernatural storm that doesn't just chill the bone, it whispers your greatest failures in your mind. The veteran heroes have already refused the call. They say to climb the razor's edge is a suicide pact, and the treasure at its peak is a fragile fool's errand. But the chrono alchemist Alicia knows better. She doesn't need seasoned steel or ancient spells. She needs Force 10, the raw, untested will to move forward when every instinct screams retreat. 10 warriors gave their lives to forge the stone. Do you have the resolve of even one?" That's it. That is it. So, Midlife Quest, you can find us on Facebook. I haven't yet to put up all the rest of our socials. We don't have accounts for anything else but Facebook at this point. Let me just pop that in there. There we go. But that's coming up very soon. Everybody that the players have all been established, I think, at this point. I think we've got yeses from just about everybody.
Whole bunch of people.
Yeah. Josh says, "Is that YouTube or just Facebook?" No. So there is a YouTube channel, but right now the only other social media we have for it is why is that not leaving?
Because it doesn't want to.
I don't know why it's not doing that. Okay. That's weird. Facebook is the only other social media that we have for it presently. But there is a YouTube channel, which, as Andy said, you can find the link for Midlife Quest in the description of tonight's live stream. So go, if you haven't already, check it out.
And YouTube's where you'll watch it, just like
That's
this.
right. Yep. Watch it on YouTube. As I think I'm going to avoid. I think we'll avoid streaming to Facebook in favor of just making sure that we collect them the biggest audience we can in one place. Nice. So yeah, that's coming up pretty soon, and yeah, I'm very excited about that, and can't wait to get started. All right, anything for you guys?
No, it's awesome.
No, that's it.
All right, listen, catch us on Tuesday for random fandom trivia. Otherwise, we'll see you back here next Sunday. Don't forget, vote for your favorite figure for next week. It's the Rebels wave. I'll get that up here very shortly, and we'll see you then. Until then, everybody, always remember, whatever your favorite thing is, fan on. And for Fandom Power, my name is Wes.
I'm Andy.
I'm Hank.
We'll see you on the next one. Bye for now, everybody.